I grew up in the foster care system in Florida. Most people, when they see me, they have no idea that I grew up as a ward of the state, left in a crack house by my mother, who was a teen mom, who was also a ward of the state. I don't believe that in the history of my childhood that I was ever in a stable facility until I was about 3 or 4 years old, and then I grew up in a group home with about 15 other children in and out over the years until I was 18. To get to this point in my life is pretty remarkable because students and people who grow up like me, who come from areas like where I come from, they don't really make it out. For whatever reason, God put me on a different path. Even though I was homeless 2 days after graduating from high school, I serendipitously ended up in South Carolina. I didn't really know what I wanted to be when I grew up. It was through a lot of hard work, a lot of exposure once I did come to South Carolina, and aligning myself with people who seem to have a life that I would want to live. I just wanted to be able to graduate from college and get a good job. When I came to South Carolina, it was because my friend's mom, Miss Leslie Taylor, talked to the Benedict College coach about me. He knew I was a runner and he asked if I wanted to audition. And so I run with the team. I beat everyone on the team that day in that particular race. And he said, "Do you want to go to college?" He took me over to a lady named Miss Vivian Counts, who said, "I'm going to take a chance on you. I don't know what it is about you, but I see something in you." And she said, "You have to prove to me that you can do collegiate level work." Not only did I show them that I could do college level work, but I had straight A's in the program that we were in. It was hard. I worked 6 jobs just to be able to buy simple stuff that people take for granted, like deodorant and toothbrushes and toothpaste. I never really saw people that looked like me who were doing things other than what I saw every single day. There is no outlet when you grow up in an area like where I grew up. You don't see successful people, and you certainly don't see successful Black people. 2020 was when that race happened. So this was a goal that was 14 years in the making. It was hard. It was the first time in my life where I had experienced such racism, such sexism. I won through hard work and being qualified and capable, so that's number one. Being ready for the opportunity. I think that my patients, the people that I cared for in the community over the 15 years as a healthcare provider, I think word of mouth that they helped me win. When I stood in those long lines in June, I ran into people whose lives I had saved. I ran into women who I'd helped get dressed for job interviews with our free clothing program through the Style by Naida Foundation. I ran into patients who had wounds so big that I could put my fist in them up to my elbow, who were standing before me alive, well, and thriving. The thing that drives me every single day is that I operate in a state of kindness and gratitude. When you want something, no matter how scared you are, you can go and get it, but you've got to do the work. It's hard to be the first. Hard is an understatement, but I can do hard. I get really emotional about it because every single day I'm grateful. Every day I'm grateful because my life could have turned out so many different ways. What I think of is humility, that God saw me this far, that He protected me and kept me on this path, and that I'm grateful to just be able to serve people who look like me, who come from places like where I come from. And for a little girl or a little boy who's growing up in foster care, who thinks no one loves them, no one believes in them, that there is someone who is in a political office who does look like them, who does come from where they come from. I don't have any regrets about my life. Everything happened the way that it was supposed to, because I wouldn't be sitting here being an example, a history maker.